Okay, guys, today is our last day to make 10 to subtract. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm our minds up, we're going to get our mathematician brains out, and we're going to do our problem of the day. After we do problem of the day, I'm going to take you through some problems that you're probably going to see on your quiz, and I want you to remember that we're trying to make 10 to subtract. So then you'll do your quiz after we finish with our lesson, and then we'll be done with this, and we'll be ready to move on to something brand new, and you'll love it. Okay, so here is our problem of the day. There were 17 students at the party. Some kids left early. Now there are 8 students. So how many students left early? Well, the first thing that I know is there were 17. So I'm going to show all 17 students. So here are my 17 students that were at the party. Well, then it says this word right here, some. I don't know how many some is. Some is not a number, so I have to figure out that some of them left, and now there are only 8 students. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to make a 10. I'm going to make a 10. So I know that 17 take away all of this over here is going to give me 10. So 17 take away 7 is going to give me 10. Well, that's not how many it was saying that was left. So then I'm going to have my 10, and I'm going to come over, and I've got to get 8. So I'm going to take away this one and this one. Now I see that it was 2 that I needed to take away, and that left me with 8. Well, you're still going to say, but Miss Metz, we already knew that 8 left. Well, what we have to do is take these 2 numbers, 7 and 2, and that tells us how many left the party. So I know that 9 students left the party. So I can see that 9 students left the party early. Now, let's go ahead and let's get started. Remember, I told you today is the very last day that we're going to make 10 to subtract, and then we're going to move on to something different next week. So we're going to go through it, and we're going to do the 3 different ways that we've learned. So the first one, here's your problem, 13 minus 7. So I want you to think, okay, 13 minus 7. Well, you're going to see that 7 of them are already here, and you're going to say, what, Miss Metz? That doesn't even make sense. Yes, it does, because this time you're going to show me what it would look like to find the answer by adding. I didn't give you the total. I gave you how many were taken away. So now I'm going to take my other marker and I'm going to make a 10. 1, 2, 3. So I see that I had 7 of them, and I added 3 more, and that gave me 10. But did I get to my 13 yet? No. So I'm going to come down here and say 10 plus some more is going to equal 13. Well, let's see how many more. 1, 2, 3. So 10 plus 3. Can you see in my orange circles how many I had left over? I see that I have 6. I can see 3 plus 3, or I can see 3 and 3 make 6. So I know that 6 is my answer. This one was backwards. This one I got to add, and you should be able to do that super simple. That should be super simple. Okay, so now let's take a look at our number line. Same kind of problem. So we had 15 take away 8. 15 take away 8. Well, where should I start on my number line? Okay, let's start at 15. All right, so now I need to bounce back to 10. How many bounces till I get to 10? That should be easy. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm at 10, right? So this was 5. Now, but I need to go 8. So 5 plus how many more bounces? 1, 2, 3. 5 plus 3 is going to give me 8. So where did I land? On 7. That's exactly right. I landed on 7. So my answer to 15 minus 8 is 7. Now, my last problem, it has no 10 frame. It has no number line. But what it does have is us going through the same thing. So I'm at 14 and I want to get down to 10. 14 take away what is going to give me 10? 14 take away 4 is going to give me 10, right? But I've got to go back 5. I've already gone back 4. So 10 minus, not 5, but 10 minus 1. I'm only going to go back 1 because 4 plus 1 gives me that 5. So what is 10 minus 1? 9. So I know that my answer to 14 minus 5 is 9. So now your job is going to be to go through all of the different ways that we have worked all of our problems with a 10 frame, with a number line, and then without anything. And you are going to make 10 to subtract on your quiz today, which will be in Seesaw, okay? And then next week we get to start something brand new because tomorrow it's just going to be review.